Today's Pilates class is a way of squeezing all of your favourite bits of Pilates into just 30 minutes. So this is a full class, it's intermediate level. I will give you plenty of options. We're going to start with a warm-up. We're going to start down on the floor, mobilising your spine and your hips to feel that you're warmed up and ready for some of those more challenging moves. Then we are going to move on and we're going to do some work on hands and knees, getting your core working and some really good shoulder work. We'll hit your Pilates fundamentals. We will do those down on the back. We will do those Pilates fundamentals on your back as well as on your side and on your front. And then we're also going to include some really nice twist work and some really nice, slightly different work for your glutes as we come towards the closing stages of the class. Finishing, of course, with some nice stretches and breath work to really help you feel you've got the most out of your workout. So, shall we get started? We are starting on your hands and knees. So if you come onto the mat for me, and we're going to start. So if you come onto the mat for me, we've got your chest between your thumbs, and I always like to cue up having your middle fingers in line with the edges of your mat, parallel. It's just a nicer alignment for your wrists and for your shoulders. And slowly allow your body to circle round. Great warm up for the wrists, for the shoulders, for those hips as well, to just start get moving. And then around in the opposite direction. We will circle round, forwards and back, in and back. And then from here, stretch out. Let your head come down, round your back. Drop the back down in towards the floor. And again, stretch out and round your back. Now notice we start to bring that weight forwards in towards your hands. Drop the back down. Again, we're going to come stretch out through the back and drop the back down. Then let's come into a twist. Bring your hand into the back of the head and bring your elbow up towards the ceiling. Now, I should add, I would love it if you know someone that would really benefit from a shorter class. Perhaps you want to give them a taster of what Pilates is like. Share this with someone who you think might enjoy this class. I would love that. Come back down to your hands and knees and up to the other side. Come back down to your hands and knees and up to the other side. Bring your hand into the back of the head and twist and come back down towards the floor. Now this time back to your hands and knees. Focus first on your tail coming under. Lift up through the ribs and then finally your head comes down. And if perhaps you're that person that someone's recommended this session to, leave me a comment or drop me a message, say hello. I'd love to find out how you get on. Just let your tail come on down. And I'd love to find out the sort of Pilates sessions that you want from me or from others, or those that you find really useful, and say, yes, more of these please, Karen. It makes it so much easier for me to know what you want to create, to know what you want and for what I need to create. So this now, come onto your opposite hand to knee, just let it come away from the floor. I love this variation on Superman because we are going to bring your hand into the back of the head, just there where your hairline finishes, and feel that at once you're trying to lengthen the neck, but also gently press your head into your hand. Can you feel as you do that how the tummy muscles respond? So you're getting the neck working, those muscles in the neck, then take that leg out behind you. And as you do this, gently push the floor away from you and almost feel you can lift this bit up a little bit more. So I'm not interested in that leg coming high. I'm interested in you trying to pull up through your trunk and come back down. Remember, we're warming up, so we're trying to really engage these tummy muscles. Let's try that on the other side. Hand comes into the back of the head. We are lengthening, so that lovely sense of stretching out through the neck, and then let your leg come out behind, lift up through your tummy, and then come back down with the breath. Breathe in here into those ribs. Exhale, bring your hand into the back of the head. The leg comes out. Breathe in again. Exhale, lift the ribs. This time notice, is your weight still on the inside of this knee or has that hip shunted over? Try and stay nicely centered. Then let your arm come out in front of you. Back down to your hands and knees. You can really feel this up high. And then opposite hand to knee again, hand into the back of the head, lengthen. The leg comes out, weight to the inside of the thigh, lift up now and hold, breathe, and then back to your hands and knees. Then sit back so your bottom comes to your heels, your hands come forwards. Lovely stretch out through the back. And what I love with this stretch is if you just bring your arms over to one side and stretch. My new mums in particular like this. Stretch, particularly if you've been feeling a lot, you're a bit stiff through the shoulders. Over to the other side, we stretch out. It's a lovely stretch through your back, through your sides, and then back to your hands and knees. So let's just get those hips moving a little bit more. If you bring your knee in towards you and then just let that leg come up. Now this is about being quite loose, trying to get the hips moving. Come on, in, and then to the other side, in and up. Ordinarily in my longer classes, I spend quite a lot of time doing standing work. I think it's really important because we translate our mat work up to standing. So just modifying some of the standing exercises to ways we can do them down on the floor and obviously have a little less time today. Then let your knees come in, your feet out to the sides. This I find some of my ladies with sore hips really like this. We're rotating your hips inwards and you'll just find it's a nice stretch on those hips. Round out through the back, drop that back down, then come over to the side. So we're going to come hand, knee and foot. Bring your hand into the back of your head and that same length I asked you to create before. Gently draw your chin in and then if you can, let your leg lift up so we come up and balance. Feel those ribs are in, that tail is under, back to your hands and knees, and then we'll do the same thing to the other side. So we come on up, hand into the back of the head, breathe in here, let your leg lift, hip is under, elbow is lifted, and then back to your hands and knees, and then just back to that circling forwards and back. And if you are new to my classes, I'll move you around quite a bit. I like to move through lots of different planes of movement, so lots of different directions. I talk about, if you imagine your trunk is like a barrel and you're trying to move it all the way around. So we're trying to train it from all angles. And that's not just for those muscles on the outside, but for the inside. So those muscles around your spine. Think about the ways your spine likes to move. Right, so we've warmed up a little bit. Let's just take that a bit further now as we start to come into some seated work and some more of our Pilates fundamentals. So bring your hands into the backs of your thighs. Gently, we start to roll on back. So we're going to open up through your hips and then come up to seated. And what I would like you to feel, and if you've heard me use this cue before, I make no apology because it's great to come back to. Come back just halfway. Take a look at the tops of your hips, tops of your leggings. Try and lose the creases. So you are literally, what's the best angle for you to see this? Trying to spin those hips upwards. I notice a lot of people get quite stiff around this lower back area, and I'm trying to find ways to get that to move and then up to seated. Only today I had someone said she'd never been able to do a roll up. It took me a good 18 months to do a roll up when I started doing Pilates, but I have ways. So let your hips lift up. We're trying to open up that lower back. Can you, in this position, bring your arms out? Now, I want softness through the shoulders. I want you to relax the jaw. I want you to let your heels come away. Feel your toes come in towards you. And imagine now you're trying to gently draw your hips up to your ribs. Those arms come out and hold. And then up and come forwards. That's it. Reach forwards, eyes down in towards the floor. And again, bring your hands to the backs of your thighs. Breathe in, lift up, and then slowly come down. So open up through those hips. Perhaps this time come a little bit further. So we start to roll on back. And again, perhaps this time the heels come away, those arms come out. And then we're going to breathe in, lift the arms up. And as you exhale, the hands come down. Breathe in, the arms come up. Exhale, hands come down. Keep lifting. Hips up to the ribs. And lower, and then all the way up and come forwards, stretch out, and then this time bring your hands behind you so your palms are coming up, your eyes down to the floor. Hold that space, And my favourite little transition to add on here is to let your hands come behind you, press in, lift those ribs, let your feet come out and open up into a bridge now. How nice does that feel? Lift up, hold that position, back to seated. Again, breathe in, and as you exhale, press, lift up, open up through those ribs, back to seated. And one more time, press, feet come away, open up through those hips, and back down to seated. Then let your feet coming out. Feel that you're right on the fronts of your sitting bones, so let your hands help you if you need to. Come on up. And then we're going to rotate and then down and twist. So because we've got a shorter time frame, just 30 minutes, trying to modify some of our original moves like this one, the saw, to get in as many of the benefits as we can, just making them slightly more potted versions. So down and twist. So we want that rotation. You're looking under your arm towards your hand. Breathe in, come back round, exhale, we're going to come down and stretch, and then up, around the other way, in and reach and down. Then we're going to roll. So bring your hands now into the backs of your thighs. A lovely 3-part progression on this. So if you're just doing this for the first time today, stick with the first one, and then if you're doing it multiple times, stay with me. So let your feet come on up, and we start by gently rolling back. And I would always emphasize the main part of this roll is from the ribs around the shoulder blades to the tailbone. We're trying to feel, we're smoothly curving that spine. It's that C curve. And this is your first way to do this exercise always. Breathe in to come back. Exhale to come on up. You're trying to be as relaxed as possible through the upper body, through the shoulders. And then your progression is to just bring your hands instead to the calves. So we take away an element of gripping and holding, still trying to feel you're smooth. Now, if as you're doing this happens, you roll back and then your back kind of flattens on the back, just take it back to the one we did before. Finally, your option 3 is to let go completely. So we breathe in, come back. Exhale, come up. Breathe in, come back. Exhale, come up. Just trying to maintain that shape on your back. Can you feel that? Then we're going to come on down. And as you come on down, let your feet come up. Hands down by your sides. And if I shuffle down a little bit to make it easier to see, you're trying to feel now that that lower back presses into the floor. So really gently press down, hands out by your sides, and then bring your feet down to the floor. So we come to our setup now for our 100 and our single leg stretch. I want you to feel the back of the pelvis nice and heavy on the mat underneath you, ribs too, soften the shoulders, relax that jaw. As you breathe in, the ribs open, and then as you exhale, imagine your pelvis gets bigger underneath you on the mat. You're trying to spread it out, and the same with the ribs. And if you let your fingertips just come down to your tummy, gently draw your tummy away from your fingertips so we feel that connection. And then let your knees lift up and maintain that connection. And I always think it's good to come back to time and time again. Sometimes we tense up, and it's just to remember there's a softness we can find through those tummy muscles if we just drop down. It takes away I talk about the sort of bro abs versus that gentle internal core Pilates feeling. Let your hands come down by your sides. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, ease the leg away, and then breathe in, come back. So I'm kind of hybridizing, if that's a word, your 100 with your single leg stretch, just to, again, make sure we get that core workout. So we bring the leg away, bring the leg back in. Something I want you to feel as you do this is, can you feel as you extend the leg, your sit bones, your tail just gently comes towards the back of the thigh. It might not even move, but it's that mental connection. Out and in, and then just gently press your hands onto your thigh as it comes back in, out and in. So we create a second point of core connection, And that's gently pressing your thigh into your hand. And can you feel the difference that makes? It's like you're push and pulling at the same time. Out and in. Now let your fingertips come up over your shoulders. Third element here. Opposite arm to leg comes out. Inhale, come back. Out and in. We're still maintaining that control through your back. And in. Out and in. Out and in. One more time. Out and then down and in towards the floor. Then let your hands come by your sides, press through your feet and very slowly roll the pelvis under, and we'll come all the way up and into a bridge up at the top. Just slide that head away, lengthen through your neck, come back down in towards the floor, breathe in. And again press, breathe out, roll under, all the way up and in towards a bridge. Slowly come back down to the floor. So we're thinking about this articulation. Gently as you exhale, let your tail come under, roll all the way under, up in towards your bridge and hold. And slowly come back down. Breathe in here and once again exhale, press and lift and hold. Open up through those hips. Let your ribs drop down, the tail come under, hold that space, and then slowly back down and in towards the floor. Now can you from here just let your hands come over your shoulders as we work in towards our roll up. Breathe in, your arms come up and over your head. And as you exhale, the hands come up. We're just going to start to let those ribs come up and away from the floor. And breathe in, come back down, arms up and over. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly rolling up. And the feeling that I want you to have here, that a lot of people don't quite get, is that as you push the hands away, only when that bottom rib hits the floor do you want to let your shoulders lift up off the mat. It gives you more of the connection through the top part of your spine. It becomes less about the neck. Slowly come back down. And then the second thing, as you exhale and as you're coming up, check that weight comes back into the pelvis. So we're not tucked under, we just let the pelvis go and feel the difference that makes, and then just let your hands come into the back of your head so your elbows are nice and wide. Breathe in here, exhale, and then slowly back down to the floor. So if you extend your legs out now, bring your arms up and over your head. Breathe in, your hands come up, and as you exhale, we slowly roll up and reach forwards past your feet. That will feel a bit stiff. So reach your hands forwards, breathe in, draw the ribs back, open up through those hips, one vertebra at a time, all the way down to the floor, and lengthen, and then stretch out, point your toes, reach your arms over your head. Breathe in, the arms come up. Now use that out breath up and forwards, and that's why it just smooths it out. When you're breathing in or out, your spine wants to move. If you hold your breath, or if you're trying to talk like I was, the spine stiffens up. Bring your arms up and over, breathe in, exhale, slowly roll up and then come forwards down towards your feet. We'll just pop over onto your side now. So if you come over onto the edge of your mat, again, just squeezing these favourites together. Let your head come on down to your side. Make sure first those feet are slightly in front of you, and we've got that little lift between your waist and the floor. And a nice little cue here, just bring your hand to your back, gently press your back to your hand, so make sure you get this connection through your tummy. The arm comes up, the shoulders are soft, and we hold that position. Toes coming in towards you, and then if you can, let your top leg lift up. Lengthen the leg away, so you create space through your side. Just always thinking, how much space have I got between those vertebrae? Imagine your head's being lifted this way, you're stretching the leg that way, you've got lots of space through your spine, through your tummy, and then those feet down into the floor. Bring your knees forwards, come into a twist. So inhale, open up and stretch, and slowly come back through. And then again, breathe in, open up and stretch, and slowly come back through. And then we take this up to your side, again whizzing you through, but I want you to bring your hands into the back of the head, let your elbow lift, press through your forearm and lift up now to the side. So we come into your side lift, elbow coming up, hold that position. As you come back down to the floor, bring your elbow down, breathe in, let your elbow lift, press through your forearm, up to the side, come on down, elbow comes down, slowly lift. So we add that twist. Your progression, we come on up, the leg comes out, and then we just add that twist down and lift up. So you're rotating in on this hip, down and lift up. One more time, down and lift. Then back down to the floor, over to the other side. So we are over on the other end of your mat. Head resting down, feet coming out. That lift through the side, that lift through the waist, the ribs coming in, hand to your back, press your back to your hand and bring your arm up and hold. And we just relax the jaw, soften the shoulders, hips, lift up to the ribs and hold. Fingertips come up, and then just take the top leg away and lengthen the top leg away like we did before. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale. In and down. And then those knees come forwards and your hands come forwards into your twist. Breathe in, open up and stretch. Slowly come back through. Breathe in, open up and stretch. Slowly back through. Then onto your forearm, up to the side, press in. Bring your hands into the back of the head. Let your elbow lift up. We're going to come on in and lower. Again from here, press, come on up and lower. And again from here, lift up. And as you come on down, bring your elbow into your hand, into your twist, and lift. That lovely rotation. Breathe in, come on down, and lift. And again from here, come on down. And then as you lift on up, that progression, we take the leg out, and as that leg comes out, we rotate down and lift, down, and lift. And one more time from here, down and lift, and then lower back down to the floor and come into a stretch. Reach your arm up and hold. If we shimmy back round onto your hands and knees, similar to where we started the class, we're going to take this into your leg pull now. So we come on down, and again, those middle fingers just in line with the edges of your mat. Give yourself space in the neck. Let your sitting bones come out behind you. Let your toes come underneath you. Exhale, your knees hover now up and away from the floor. And we're going to step your feet out. So we come into our plank position. Now when I teach this, notice my back position. I'm not there. I'm here. I feel you get so much more from your core. So you're sending the tail still into the backs of your thighs, and you're drawing your hips up to your ribs. If you set up here and you drop a little bit, you're still all good. If you set up there, look at the difference in the back. So just try and feel that you can grow from your middle, you can grow from the top. There are progressions where we move between those positions, but for today I want you to hold here and then come back down to the floor, and then we're going to come all the way down to the mat. So we have a little bit of swimming. Bring your hands forwards, again whizzing through. Bring your hands out, gently press in, lifting up through your ribs, so we're looking out towards your fingers, and slide one leg away. So I really want you to get this feeling of length, lengthening the leg out behind you. My hip is in the floor. Bring the foot down, other side out, lengthen and lower, out, lengthen and lower, out, lengthen and lower. Can you bring opposite arm to leg out, eyes down, come on down, Eyes down. Come on down. Eyes down. Come on down. Eyes down. Come on down. And if you can, just let your head come to your hands. Send the legs away and gently kick those legs now. Breathing in and out. In and out. And then those feet down to the floor. That little lift through your tummy. Then come to your forearms. Press in for me here. Opening up through your chest. Breathe in. And as you exhale, we send the tail away and we lift and hold. Now what I'd like for you to do here is feel that tail comes under a little bit more into the backs of your thighs. Then take your leg away. Notice how you can feel your glutes, your thighs, your tummy working together. Drop down. Other side, the tail under. The leg lifts. We come back down. The tail comes under. The leg lifts. We come back down. The tail comes under. The leg lifts. We come back down to the floor. Opening up through your chest and then sit back. And as you sit back, take a big step forwards. We stretch out through your hip. Breathe. And then to the other side, forwards and in. And the great thing about these slightly shorter classes, maybe there's a little chunk of it that you like, then you want to remember, just bookmark that little section to come back to, particularly in nice stretches. And as I said before, we're going to move into a little bit of glute work now. I particularly love this progression on your shoulder bridge. It's not the kicks, it's slightly different. So let's come on down to the floor with me, down onto the mat, and then lift up into your bridge. So that's your bridge position. Bring your hands down by your sides. I love to break a move down. Let one leg lift up, so you have that extension. Use those arms, remember, backs of the arms, super important as you come into your shoulder bridge. Other leg, we lift up, and then we're down to the floor. Now, I'm not with you, but if I was, I'd be checking that those knees aren't doing funky things when we do that. Then take one leg up, so we've not lifted to your bridge yet, and just take your leg across you, and in, and out to the side. So it's like the sort of preparation for your one leg circle, which we haven't done because we're doing it now. Bring that leg up, come across, well, a sort of hybridized version of it. But notice now, so this is brilliant for your glutes, for your hip stability. Press and lift into your bridge and hold that position. Now use those arms, let one leg come up. Breathe in here. As you exhale, the leg's going to come across. We come in, out to the side and down. Really notice that connection. Other leg. We come across and in, side and down. And what's really telling when you do this is how one side feels so much easier than the other. Breathe out across, in, side, lower, other side, bring that leg up. We'll come across, in, side and down. And then roll back down and in towards the floor. Bring both feet up. And we're going to come from here into your scissor. Just bring that hand to the outside of the leg. 2 little out breaths. Inhale, change. Other side. Out and in. Out and in. And that option, just bring your hands into the back of the head. Let your legs scissor. Let your head rest into your hands. Really feel that work through your tummy. Out and out and out. And out, and then just bring your knees into your chest. Gently let your knees come from side to side. And we will come up to seated. And from here, just let your ear come to your shoulder. Gently stretch out through your neck. Over to the other side. And then come on down, ease down in towards one thigh. And over to the other side. And then bring your hands in, breathe in, bring your arms up. Bring your arms out wide, whoops. Open up through your chest. Bring your hands in, take a big breath in and come on. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the class today. It's lovely to share that with you. If you think you know someone who would really love this short version of a Pilates class with me, please send it to me. Please send it on to them, and do get in touch if you've got any questions or there's just one little extra Pilates class you want from me. Have a great day. Bye.